This book was written as a guide, a reference for what you need to know to completely shift how you think and feel about uncertainty. Thrive will take you on a journey to better understand uncertainty, its impact on your business and the customer experience, and the massive potential that exists in an uncertain marketplace. Throughout the pages of this book, you will encounter powerful stories about companies and leaders who have not only pushed through challenging times, but thrived through them, which will inspire you to take action. You will also gain peace of mind knowing that uncertainty and challenge are not cataclysmic events. They are just part of being in business. Every generation experiences them. A new year, a new decade, so much promise. Like many of you, I started 2020 off strong. By the end of February, I was on track to have my best quarter and what I believed would be my best year on record since I started my business. The excitement was palpable. Then in 1 week, everything changed. Those pivotal moments are unforgettable. The declaration of a global pandemic, the stay-at-home orders, the travel lockdown, the promise of my spectacular year circling the drain. I make my living as a keynote speaker. By definition, I am paid to get on planes, travel around the world, and engage with thousands of people. That business model instantly became obsolete during the second week of March. One by one, my speaking engagements were canceled. Potential revenue disappeared, and my once packed calendar was empty. To add insult to injury, my business model became unworkable. Thanks to COVID-19, worldwide travel and close contact with a huge group of people were no longer an option. My first response to a business environment decimated by a global pandemic was, panic. Okay, technically speaking, I might have freaked out a little bit. I had no idea how I was going to generate income. Would I have to sell everything I own on eBay? Could I get a job delivering pizzas? Then I got mad. I mean, really angry. This novel coronavirus was not only threatening hundreds of thousands of lives around the world, but it was also personally attacking my business, my goals, and my revenue. Even if I wasn't infected, I was deeply affected. I felt uncharacteristically powerless. I felt like a victim, but not for long. I quickly recognized that this situation was completely out of my control. The only thing I could control was my response. I knew I needed a strategy. Did I have one? Nope. This was all new territory. Oddly enough, I had spent the last 18 months doing preliminary research for a book about how companies navigate challenges in the business environment. The original concept was to help leaders guide their organizations through economic hardships such as recessions, workforce shortages, or an influx of new competition. I can definitely say that the word pandemic never entered the conversation. But here we were. I had already completed in-depth interviews with leaders from some of the oldest, most stable companies around the country to find out their secrets to success. Given the context of the current situation, I sensed that the leaders' responses were just as much about how to survive as they were about how to succeed. After all, these corporate giants had made it through wars, stock market crashes, recessions, depressions, cultural upheaval, 9/11, the subprime mortgage crisis, and yes, the Spanish flu pandemic of 1918. When you finish this book, you will think about uncertainty in a totally different way. You'll no longer see it as something that prevents growth, but as something that actually propels it. You'll understand how to stop allowing uncertainty to hold you back. Instead, you'll learn how to turn uncertainty into something you can control and even leverage. The leaders responsible for companies that stood the test of time discovered that opportunity is hiding in the midst of uncertainty. If you know how to search for it and take advantage of it, you and your business can also thrive and be poised for epic, lasting success.